was gray, the kind that never feels like day. And I still see her walking free, like she was never meant for me. The rope still sways above the ground, where silence makes the only sound. And every step I try to trace just leads me back to that same place. She didn't cry, she didn't stay, just turned her eyes and walked away. Like something broke, but I couldn't tell if it was love or something else. The sheriff's men stood lined in rows, like they already knew how it goes. And I stood still, too late to run, to undo what I'd become. Her hand was soft, her voice was low. She said, "There's things you'll never know." And then she looked toward the road, like it offered her some hope. I called her name, but not too loud, like I was still afraid of sound. And every breath I couldn't keep felt like it sank too deep. She left me for the gallows that day. No tears, no words, no final state, just shadows where her love once grew, and the sky that split in two. Oh, I tried to reach, I tried to fight, but she chose the fading light. And every memory I pursue still hangs right there with you. The preacher spoke, but I heard none, just saw the way her gaze was gone. Not hatred, not regret or blame, just something I can't name. The crowd stood still like carved in stone, but I've never felt more alone than watching her step past the line, where she stopped being mine. The road creaked slow in morning air, like it already knew she cared more for the end than what was said. Oh, what was left instead? The world went quiet, sharp and tight, like it was holding back the night. And every second stretching through pulled me further from you. She left me for the gallows that day. No tears, no words, no final stay, just shadows where her love once grew, and the sky that split in two. Oh, I tried to reach, I tried to fight, but she chose the fading light. And every memory I pursue still hangs right there with you. They say she chose it on her own, like she had always been alone. But I still hear her last goodbye somewhere behind a hollow sky. And when the wind begins to turn, I feel the lessons I never learned, that love don't always stay and wait. Sometimes it walks straight into fate. The gallows don't forget a name, they just remember what you became. And I still stand beneath the beam where she left me in a dream. It ain't the rope, it ain't the wood, it's everything misunderstood. Every moment left unsaid becomes a space place where love is dead. And some goodbyes don't fall like rain. They carve themselves inside your pain, till every breath you try to take still feels like her mistake. She left me for the gallows still, like it was always part of her will. No turning back, no second try, just watching love learn how to die. Oh, I tried to call, I tried to stay, but she had already slipped away. And every breath I take in view still hangs me back to you. Now I don't speak, I don't pretend, I stand beneath what won't amend. No closure left, no truth to find, just her still living in my mind. And if you ever love too deep and feel the silence start to creep, don't let it choose for you the end, or love will never come again. The rope still sways, the wind runs low, but she's already let me go. And I remain where shadows bow, with what I lost still hanging out. The clock struck 12 in an empty room, where silence carried more than gloom. No wind outside, no voice nearby, just something speaking through the night. The radio hissed then fell to still, like it had found something it will. And in that pause, sharp and tight, I heard my eulogy at midnight. Soft like distant rain, a voice I almost couldn't name, speaking slow about a man who never made it through his plans. They said he tried, they said he fell, they said he carried his own hell, and every word that drifted through sounded too close, sounded too true. I looked around but saw no one, just shadows bent beneath the sun, the street lights humming faint and pale, like they were part of that same tale. The room went cold, the air stood still, like time itself had lost its will. And every breath I tried to take felt like it wasn't mine to make. I heard my eulogy at midnight clear, spoken like I wasn't here. No crying voice, no mournful cry, just truth I couldn't deny. Oh, I tried to speak, I tried to shout, but nothing there would let me out. And every word they said in lies still echoes through me every night. They talked about the roads I ran, the broken parts of what I am, the choices made in empty streets where regret and memory meet. They didn't lie, they didn't guess, they told it all with quietness, like they had watched me all along, through every silence, every wrong. The clock ticked loud or slow and thin, finish speaking, yeah. Silence came like closing doors. No voice, no sound, no distant roars. Just me and something in the air that felt like absence everywhere. I checked the mirror by the hall, but saw no living face at all. Just something waiting still and bright, where I should stand at midnight. In that moment, cold and plain, I felt no fear, no loss, no pain. Just understanding, soft and sly, of what was said at midnight. It ain't the voice, it ain't the night. It's every truth we push from side. Every ending we deny still speaks when we don't try. Eulogies don't need a stage, they write themselves on every page. Till every breath you take in stride feels like something said inside. I heard my eulogy at midnight again, like it's been waiting since then. No changing fate, no second chance, just shadows in their final dance. So I tried to fight, I tried to run, but midnight said what's already done. And every word I still recall feels like I've heard it all. No. Now I don't speak, I don't resist. I live inside that whispered list. No past to fix, no truth to fight, just echoes at midnight. And if you ever hear your name called softly through the darkened flame, don't answer back, don't try to see, or you'll hear what's said of thee. The clock moves on, the room stays cold, but something there can't be told. And I remain where silence writes. My eulogy at midnight. There's a fabric meant for mourning, clean as anything could be, but it doesn't stay that simple once it starts remembering me. And the light don't land the same now, like it hesitates to show what's been quietly unfolding beneath the collar and the coat. I wore it like it meant nothing, like it couldn't be involved in the weight of what was coming, or the things I couldn't solve. But the stains don't ask permission, they don't care what they disguise. They just settle into fibers like they've always had the right. Every step feels slightly heavier, like the cloth has learned my name. Not in words, but in the pressure of what cannot be contained. No wash can take, no hand can mend, just something that won't reach an end. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's already deep. There's blood on my Sunday clothes tonight. No wrong erased, no clean right, just something I can't take off, no matter what I thought it cost. Oh, I tried to hide the mark, tried to fold it in the dark, but every move I try to make just spreads what I can't escape. People don't look too closely, or maybe they just won't see the difference between appearance and what refuses to leave. I keep my posture steady, like nothing's out of place, but I feel it in the silence that reacts to what I face. There's no moment of exposure, no sudden breaking through, just the slow and quiet knowing that it's already too true. No truth to fix, no past to burn, just something that won't ever turn. And every step I try to take feels like it's already stained. There's blood on my Sunday clothes, I see. It was never just on me. No matter how I tried to lie, it stayed when time went by. Oh, I turned, I didn't run, let the damage come undone. But every thread I thought was pure just learned to carry something more. Now I don't try to clean it, let the fabric hold its truth. There's no separation left now between the worn and youth. And it isn't punishment speaking, it's just consequence in thread. Like the past don't need repeating when it's already been said. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, I stopped calling it a failure and let it occupy. It ain't the stain that makes it real, it's what you stop pretending to feel. Everything you try to hide still gets carried from inside. And Sunday clothes don't stay the same, they learn the weight of what you claim. So every mark you thought would fade becomes the cloth you never trade. There's blood on my Sunday clothes, I know it was always meant to show. No matter how I tried to be, it stayed right here inside of me. Oh, I stood still, I didn't fight, let it settle in the light. And every version I once wore is stained to nothing more. Now the fabric doesn't differ from the things I tried to hide, just a quiet understanding of what refuses to divide. And if you ever dress in silence, thinking nothing will expose, don't assume it stays as cover. It remembers what it knows. There's a fabric meant for mourning, clean as anything could be, but it doesn't stay that simple once it starts remembering me. And the light don't land the same now, like it hesitates to show what's been quietly unfolding beneath the collar and the coat. I wore it like it meant nothing, like it couldn't be involved in bends beneath the hill, where everything goes quiet still, and branches hang like broken dreams where nothing ever truly seems. The willow by the sky grew deep, and I buried her where the willow weeps. I carried silence in my hands across the broken, empty lands. No words to say, no prayers to keep, just weight too heavy, sharp and deep. The ground was soft like it agreed to hold what neither heart could need. And every step I took that night felt like I left behind the light. She didn't speak, she didn't cry, just watched the world pass her by, like she already knew the end before it chose to bend. The wind went low, the air stood bare, like something was already there. And every breath I tried to hold just turned the night to cold. I buried her where the willow weeps for me, underneath that hollow tree. No cross to mark, no name to say, just silence carved into the grave. Oh, I tried to stay, I tried to pray, but the night just turned away. And every tear I couldn't keep still falls where the willow weeps. The shovel struck a hollow sound, like it was breaking sacred ground. And every clump of earth that fell carried something I knew well. Not just her name, not just her face, but every memory I can't erase. It all went in without a fight, into the soil of fading light. The willow cried without a tear, but I could feel her still right here. Not gone, not lost, not set apart, just woven into dark. The river hummed a broken hymn, like it remembered where she'd been. And every step I tried to leave still makes the willow grieve. I buried her where the willow weeps that night, beneath the fading hollow light. No final words, no last goodbye, just branches pointing to the sky. Run thin where everything begins again. And though the grave is soft and still, it never learned to heal. The wind still calls her name to me through every rustling bending tree. And I don't know if she is gone or just part of the song. The willow sways and knows my sin, like it's been waiting from within. And every shadow I can find still carries her behind. It ain't the dirt, it ain't the rain, it's everything that stays in pain. Every love we try to keep still lives where willows weep. And burial don't mean release, sometimes it only brings increase, till everything you tried to hide still breathes on the other side. I buried her where the willow weeps for me, and she never left that tree. No turning back, no truth to say, just whispers from her grave. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but she stayed inside of me, and every tear I tried to keep still falls where willows weep. Now I don't dig, I don't return, I'll let the quiet branches burn. No past to fix, no name to call, just shadows on the wall. And if you ever hear that sound, we're bending trees all bowed down. Don't stay too close, don't look too deep, or you'll hear the willow weep. The river flows, the night runs thin, but something never leaves within. And I remain where memories creep, where I buried her, where the willow weeps. Stretches like a broken vein underneath the sky rain. Headlights cut through restless night, but nothing here feels right. The road signs lean, the pain is warm, like even meaning's been torn. And somewhere past the faded line, that's where mercy died on Highway 9. I saw the wreck before I knew what truth was waiting in the view. Metal bent like twisted prayer, but no one left to answer there. The sirens came too late to hear, like they were never really near. Just echoes crawling through the haze of shattered glass and burning days. A Bible lay across the seat, still open where two pages meet, but words don't say what steel defines on Highway 9. The rain came down but didn't wash the stains that nothing could abolish. And every breath I tried to take felt like a soul about to break. Mercy died on Highway 9 that night. No angels came, no guiding light, just silence where the truth should shine. On Highway 9, oh, I tried to stop, I tried to pray, but nothing hurt me anyway. And every mile I can't rewind still leads me back to Highway 9. A shattered clock inside the dash, frozen in a final flash, like time itself refused to see what it had done to you and me. The wind moved through the broken glass like it was passing through the past, and every drop of pouring rain felt like it knew my name. No answers left, no second chance, just twisted steel and circumstance. And every road that fades from sight still carries what went wrong that night. The asphalt holds what people lose, it doesn't care which path you choose. across the frame, like covering it might change the name. But nothing hides what's carved in steel, or what the silence makes you feel. I stood there longer than I should, trying to believe I could undo the moment set in stone. But mercy died here on its own. The rain kept falling soft and slow, like it already seemed to know that some things don't get saved or signed on Highway 9. It ain't the road, it ain't the rain, it's everything we can't explain. Every second we deny becomes the place where mercy dies. And highways don't forgive or choose, they just collect the lives we lose, till every tire mark we find leads back to Highway 9. Mercy died on Highway 9 for me, and I still see what shouldn't be. No turning back, no peace of mind. On Highway 9, oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but nothing ever changed that day. And every breath I can't unbind still drives me down Highway 9. Now I don't speed, I don't pretend, I just follow where it bends. No start, no end, no truth to find, just echoes of Highway 9. And if you ever drive that line through pouring rain and broken signs, don't look too long, don't fall behind, or you'll meet what died on Highway 9. The road goes on, the night stays thin, but something never lets me in. And I remain where ghosts align, where mercy died on Highway 9. There's a street that looks like any, with the lights all burning low. Not a sound to raise suspicion, not a thing you wouldn't know. And the air don't feel much different, just a little hard to breathe, like the ground is holding secrets no one's willing to release. Just past midnight, no one asked me where I'd been, just a glance that held too steady, like they'd seen it all before then. Every door was slightly open, but no voices carried through, just a silence that felt shared, like it belonged to more than you. There's no mark upon the surface, no sign posted on the wall, but the way they move around you says they've buried something all. No names called, no lines to cross, just something everyone has lost. And every step I take inside feels like nowhere kinda normal. Meals half-eaten, lights still on. But there's something in the stillness, like the meaning's almost gone. No one speaks of what they carry, no one dares to name the weight, but it lingers in the quiet, like it's learned to tolerate. I sat down in a corner, tried to listen, tried to hear, but the silence had a language that was clearer than the fear. No truth to tell, no lie to break, just something everyone will take. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's running just as deep. It's a town full of sinners tonight, no end in dark, no end in light. You can walk the streets and never see what's underneath the symmetry. Oh, I turned, I tried to deny that I could ever be like they, but every step I tried to claim just echoed back the same. I looked into a passing window, caught a figure standing still. For a second I didn't know it, then I felt it in my will. No mark to set me different, no sign I could defend, just the weight of recognition, like I'd always been one of them. And in that quiet cold reflection, with no distance left to draw, I stopped trying to separate it and felt it as my own. It ain't a place that makes you fall, it's what you share beneath it all. Every truth you choose to bear finds a way to fit right in, and sinners don't stand out in lines, they blend into the same design. So every step you think is free might match the town you came to see. It's a town and now I understand, it was never just the land. No matter how I tried to leave, it's something I can't unsee. Oh, I stayed, I didn't run, saw myself in everyone, and every line I tried to draw was already what I saw. Now the street looks just like always, nothing changed, nothing new, but the silence feels connected in a way I can't undo. And if you ever find a place where nothing feels out of place, don't assume that means it's clean. It might just mean it's all the same. Hey! Oh! There's a forest that don't answer when the wind moves through the trees. Just a stillness made of patience, like it's holding memories. And the air feels thick but empty, like it knows what it has heard, but it never speaks about it, never offers up a word. like I was trying to forget something that I couldn't quite erase. Every branch above me bending, but not breaking, not too much, like the world had learned to witness without ever needing touch. Then it happened without warning, not a build-up, not a sign, just a moment where the silence got divided by a line. No echo that can hold it, no return to what it was, and every breath that follows after feels like it's missing, 'cause it was a gunshot in the quiet pines tonight. No wrong declared, no clear right, just something cutting through the air that still refuses to repair. Oh, I stood still, I didn't move, let the moment start to prove that every silence I once knew was only waiting for this through. The trees don't run or shatter, they just carry what is past, like they understand that breaking isn't something that can last. There's no judgment in the branches, no reaction in the ground, just a settling of the distance where the silence used to sound. I look around for meaning, but the forest doesn't care. It just holds a single moment, like it's always been there. No truth to chase, no blame to give, just something that won't let me live. And every step I try to take feels like it's already late. It was a gunshot in the quiet pines I see. It was never just for me. No matter how I tried to hide, it stayed suspended in the tide. Oh, I turned, I tried to flee, but the forest followed me, and every path I thought was gone just led me back into the sound. Now I don't run from echoes, let them settle where they fall. There's no ending in the hearing, just a stillness after all. And it isn't punishment rising, it's just consequence in air, like a truth that once was hidden now is simply everywhere. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, I stopped calling it an ending and let it occupy. It ain't the sound that breaks you down, it's what still lingers all around. Every silence you disturb becomes a part of what you heard. And forests don't forget the sound, they keep it buried in the ground. So every step you think is clean still carries what you've been. It was a gunshot in the pines, I know. It never really let me go. No matter how I tried to be, it stayed alive inside of me. Oh, I stood still, I didn't fight, let the silence take the night. And every breath I thought was mine was shaped by that dividing line. Now the forest feels the same still, but I don't hear it that way. Like something changed without changing and never went away. And if you ever hear a quiet that feels too sharp to ignore, don't assume it fades to nothing. It might be what it was before. like it was folding me back in. No stars to guide, no moon to lead, just distance turning into speed. And every step I tried to take felt like the ground might break. Before I knew the name of what was chasing through the frame, not footsteps loud, not breath behind, just something moving through my mind. The field's been low, the fences felt like they were part of something else, and every shadow on the way was learning how to stay. My lungs gave out, but still I went, like running was what running meant. But something in the dark had learned to turn the world I turned. The wind fell silent, time went thin, like it was letting something in, and every breath I couldn't keep just fell into the deep. I ran, but the night ran faster than me, and I don't think I'm still free. No end in sight, no place to hide, just darkness by my side. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to flee, but it kept chasing me, and every step I try to make still knows what's at stake. Trees leaned in, the ground got steep, like it was waking from its sleep, and every sound I left behind got swallowed by the line. The road ahead kept slipping out, like it was never there throughout, and every turn I tried to claim just brought me back the same. No matter how I changed my pace, the night still knew my place. The dark don't chase like things alive, it only learns how to arrive, and every second passing through was already ahead of you. I ran, but the night ran faster still, through every broken hill. Nowhere to breathe, no truth to find, just something right behind. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it never went away, and every breath I try to take still breaks before I break. Then I stopped running just to see if it would stop remembering me, but still it moved without a sound, like it was always around. Not close and near, not farther gone, just always moving on. And in that stillness, sharp and wide, I felt it on my side, like running wasn't what I thought, but something I was taught. It ain't the night, it ain't the fear, it's everything that's always here. Every truth we try to outrun still follows when we're done, and distance don't mean what we think, it only brings us to the brink, till everything we try to hide runs right back inside. The room's quiet, walls too close, like they were counting what I chose. No ticking clock, no warning tone, just silence turning into stone. And in that stillness, cold and thin, I slept beside my sins. I lay them out like things I know, not monsters dressed in dark or woe, just shapes I learned to call my own, in places I've outgrown. They didn't speak, they didn't move, but somehow still had things to prove. Like every breath I tried to take was one more thing they break. The ceiling stared, the bed went cold, like it was part of what they told. And every thought I couldn't fight just stayed there through the night. No dream could come, no peace could stay. They never really went away. Every time I close my eyes, they learn new ways to rise. I slept beside my sins at night again, like they were long lost friends. No line between, no place to hide, just everything I can't deny. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to flee, but they were lying next to me. And every breath I try to keep still drifts into their sleep. One whispered things I never said, one echoed thoughts inside my head, and one just watched me lying still, like waiting for its will. The dark don't judge, it only shows what already inward grows. And in that room I understood they never left for good. The walls leaned in, the night grew wide, like everything had turned inside. The mattress held what I became, like it remembered every shame. And every second passing through belonged more to them than you. I slept beside my sins for me to see, and they never let me be. No waking up, no place to run, just everything I've done. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to pray, but they stayed anyway. And every breath I try to find still carries what they buy. Now every night feels just the same, no comfort left in calling names, just shadows folded in the seam of everything I dream. And I don't know if they are mine or something I just couldn't define, but either way they stay close in. Whenever sleep begins, they don't leave marks, they don't leave scars, just silent wars behind the stars. It ain't the bed, it ain't the night, it's everything we call outright. Every truth we try to spin still sleeps beside our sin. And sins don't vanish when we rest, they settle in our chest, till everything we try to hide still lies on every side. I slept beside my sins until I knew they were part of what I do. No clean escape, no place to flee, just what they made of me. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to stay, but they never went away. And every breath I try to keep still sleeps inside my sleep. don't fight them when I lie. I let them drift beneath the sky. No truth to fix, no past to bend, just something that won't end. And if you ever feel that chill, where nothing moves but something will, don't close your eyes, don't let them in, or you'll sleep beside your sin. Then the night moves on, the room runs thin, but something never leaves within. And I remain where silence spins, still sleeping beside my sins. The steeple cracked against the sky, like it forgot how to die. And every bell that used to ring just hung there deaf and suffering. The wood gave way, the hymn went wrong, and the night turned into smoke and song. The candles lined the altar stone, but I was never there alone. The preacher's voice had long gone dry, like even faith refused to try. And every prayer I used to trust turned slowly into dust. The stained glass burning colors red, like every word that I had said was waiting here to be undone by fire rising one by one. The air grew thick, the ground grew hot, like something holy I forgot. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into the heat. I left my soul in a burning church that night, under shattered holy light. No savior came, no hand to reach, just ashes where I used to preach. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but the fire learned my name that day. And every step I can't retrace still burns through empty space. Still burns through empty space. The cross fell down in splintered flame, like it no longer knew its name. And every hymn that once felt true was swallowed by the burning blue. The pews collapsed like broken vows, like faith that finally disavowed the weight of everything I was and everything it does. I stood there still, I didn't move, like I had nothing left to prove, just watching something I once believed turn to embers I received. The roof gave way, the walls gave in, lost to ever be found. And in the rising ash I knew there was nothing I could do. Not devil's hand, not heaven's grace, just me and fire in the place where everything I tried to hide was standing right outside. And when the flames had finally spoke, it wasn't wrath, it wasn't smoke, it was the sound of letting go of everything I used to know. It ain't the church, it ain't the flame, it's everything we fail to name. Every truth we try to shirk still burns inside the church. And souls don't always rise or flee, sometimes they stay where they should be, till everything you try to trust turns back in the dust. I left my soul in a burning church that day, and it never went away. No redemption, no escape, just ashes in its final shape. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but fire doesn't fade that way. And every breath I try to find still burns inside my mind. Now I don't kneel, I don't return, I watch the embers slowly burn. No faith to hold, no truth to clutch, just what I lost in too much. And if you ever hear that sound of wooden faith collapsing down, don't step inside, don't stay too long, or you'll learn that burning song. The church is gone, the night runs thin, but something never left within. And I remain where ashes lurk, where I left my soul in a burning church. The room was still, the air was tight, like it knew what ends the night. No thunder, no last warning sound, just silence settling all around. The lamp flickered low and thin, and my shadow moved before my skin. I swear I stood there calm and slow, with every thought I know, but something darker at my feet was not quite bound to my heartbeat. It stretched and bent the wrong direction, like it had formed its own intention. And every move I tried to make, it made before I could partake. The mirror showed me standing still, but something else had found its will. And in that moment, sharp and clear, I felt another presence near. It wasn't me that raised the hand, it wasn't part of what I planned, but every second breaking thin, I felt it crawling from within. My shadow pulled the trigger that night, I swear, and I was never really there. No control, no truth to fight, just something moving in the light. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to see, but it wasn't really me. And every echo in my mind still follows what it left behind. The walls went long, the corners bent, like something else had been sent to occupy what I believed was something I could not retrieve. The sound came fast, but not from air, like it had always been laid there. And in the silence after flame, I wasn't sure who to blame. The shadow stood a little wide, like it had nowhere left to hide. And for a second I could tell it knew me better than myself. The floorboards creaked, but not from its own fate, and every breath I try to keep just sinks into something deep. My shadow pulled the trigger in my name, and nothing ever felt the same. No alibi, no place to flee, just what it did instead of me. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it had already made its way, and every thought I can't unwind still echoes from behind. I reached for it, but nothing touched, like I had never been that much. Just outline drawn in fading light, detached from wrong and right. It stepped ahead without a sound, no chain, no tether to the ground, and every piece of me I knew was moving somewhere I can't view. The shadow turned and looked at me like it was finally set free, and in that glance I understood it never meant for good. It ain't the hand, it ain't the gun, it's every line we try to run. Every darkness we ignore still finds a way to settle score. And shadows don't just copy light, sometimes they learn to choose the night, till everything you thought was real becomes the thing you can't unfeel. My shadow pulled the trigger, left me bare, and I was never really there. No truth to save, no place to hide, just something walking on the other side. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to scream, but it moved like part of me, and every breath I try to fight still isn't mine. Now I don't stand beneath the light, I keep the corners out of sight. No past to claim, no truth to give, just something that I let live. And if you ever see your shape moving ways you never made, don't trust the dark, don't trust the glow, or you'll lose who you think you know. The light grows dim, the room grows thin, but something else is still within, and I remain where echoes flicker from my shadow pulling the trigger. The fields stretch out and tide gold, stories right before they're told. The wind runs low through cedar shade, across a mark I never made. The earth was warm, the sky was gray, when I laid my name away, and every breath I couldn't say got buried in Tennessee clay. Got buried in Tennessee clay. I came back home with empty hands, no dreams, no hope, no better plans, just dust along my worn out boots and truths I couldn't quite dispute. The porch still creaked the same old tune, like it remembered every wound, and every step up to the door felt heavier than before. They asked me where I'd gone so long, but silence felt like the only song, and every word I tried to find just vanished somewhere in my mind. The ground was soft beneath my feet, like it was waiting just for me, and every memory I denied just knelt down there inside. I buried my name in Tennessee clay, left the man I was that day, no stone to mark, no to what I'd break. The river bends behind the hill, where time don't move, it lingers still. I used to think I'd make it right, but wrong don't fade in fading light. The church bell rings, but not for me. It calls for ghosts I used to be, and every echo through the air feels like I left something there. A picture fades on cracked glass frames, but I don't recognize the names. Not all are gone, not all remain, just pieces lost inside the rain. The wind don't judge, it don't forgive, it just reminds you what you live. And every truth I tried to lie just circles back inside. I buried my name in Tennessee clay, let the man I was decay. No map to find, no road to claim, just silence speaking my name. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but nothing ever felt that way. And every road I tried to take still led me back to what I'd break. To what I'd break. I stood alone where the ground dips low, where only old confessions growing in the dirt. I swear I knew the parts of me I never knew. Not dead, not gone, just out of sight, beneath the weight of wrong and right. And every heartbeat I still keep feels like it's buried way too deep. The earth don't ask what you release, it only offers quiet peace. But peace don't come the way you pray in Tennessee clay. It ain't the soil, it ain't the land, it's everything you don't understand. Every name you try to flee still grows roots inside of me. And you can bury what you are, but it won't travel very far. It just waits beneath the day in Tennessee clay. Tennessee clay. Tennessee clay. But it never went away. It lives in every breath I take, in every choice I make. Oh, I've tried to lose it, tried to pray, but it's still here every day. And every road I try to find still carries what I left behind. Now I don't dig, I don't return, I let the quiet slowly burn. No past to fix, no truth to say, just something I can't wash away. And if you ever walk that ground where no real ending can be found, don't stay too long, don't kneel too low, or you'll feel what I still know. The wind still moves through fields of gray, where buried names refuse to stay. And I remain where echoes play in Tennessee clay. Tennessee clay. Returned like it remembered what I learned. No witnesses, no final plea, just silence silence staring back at me. The wind moved slow through broken trees like it was carrying memories. And every step I tried to keep led to my alibi 6 feet deep. They asked me where I was that night, underneath that pale street light. I said I don't recall the time, but truth don't always speak in rhyme. The sheriff's eyes were sharp and still, like he already knew the wheel of something buried out of sight, where nothing wrong can turn to right. The town don't talk, it just pretends that every story makes amends, but dirt remembers what we hide, even when we lie inside. I felt it there beneath my feet, like something waiting incomplete, and every breath I tried to save just echoed from a shallow grave. My alibi was 6 feet deep that night, buried where no truth survives life. No alibi, no place to flee, just what's been done inside of me. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the past won't stay denied, and every step I can't repeat still circles back beneath my feet. The shovel leaned against the stone like it was never left alone, just waiting for another hand to understand what can't withstand. The preacher spoke, but not for me, just for the crowd and memory. But every word he tried to send couldn't bring it back again. The earth was soft, too soft to lie, too easy for the truth to die, and every clump of falling clay just sealed the words I couldn't say. The night don't judge, it just observes. It keeps the shape of every curve, and every lie I try to weave still breathes beneath the leaves. My alibi was 6 feet deep that night, calm before the morning light. No defense, no last appeal, just what the earth refuses to heal. Oh, I tried to turn, I tried to stay, but nothing ever fades away, and every truth I can't delete still lies beneath my feet. I stood there longer than I should, where nothing evil feels like good, just weight of silence growing strong, like I've been carrying it too long. And in the stillness I could see not just the grave, but part of me, not dead, not gone, but underneath. The reason I can't find release, the dirt don't speak, it doesn't shout, it just knows what I'm about. And every breath I take alone feels like I'm standing on a stone. It ain't the grave, it ain't the ground, it's everything I never found. Every truth I tried to keep still breathing 6 feet deep. And alibis don't fade away, they just get buried where they stay, till every lie you try to defend becomes the place it never ends. My alibi was 6 feet deep for me, and it's the only truth I see. No turning back, no clean slate free, just what the earth remembers me. Oh, I tried to lie, I tried to run, but the burial had already begun, and every breath I can't unkeep still lies 6 feet deep. Now I don't dig, I don't pretend, I just return here now and then. No truth to fix, no past to weep, just silence 6 feet deep. And if you ever lose your way, where shadows grow and truths decay, don't trust the ground, don't trust what's steep, or you'll find your alibi asleep. The wind still moves, the night runs thin, but something never lets me win. I remain where echoes creep, with my alibi 6 feet feet deep. Bury me deep beneath the black oak tree, with the chains you forged to silence me. Throw the dirt and say your last goodbye, but don't you dare believe I'll die, 'cause the thunder knows my name too well. I walk through fire and I've lived through hell. I hear the devil whisper soft and low, lay down boy, just let go. But I ain't built to break that way. I'll rise again come judgment day, 'cause no grave can hold me down. I climb back up from underground, through the dust and through the storm. I'll fight my way back home when the dead start making sound. No grave can hold me down. The ground was cold when I returned, like it remembered what I learned. No witnesses. The soil was soft, too soft to trust, like it remembered what it must. No rain, no wind, no reason why, just earth that wouldn't testify. And in the stillness, sharp and thin, I saw a grave with my fingerprints in. I never dug with tools of steel, but somehow dirt began to peel, like it was waiting for my hand to finally understand. No witnesses, no final call, just me and something under all. And every clump I moved aside revealed a truth I couldn't hide. The ground didn't fight, it didn't scream, it just unraveled like a dream. And every layer coming through felt like it already knew. My hands were shaking, not from fear, but from the fact that I was here. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into something deep. There's a grave with my fingerprints tonight, etched beneath the fading light. No name to call, no soul to save, just me carved into the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to flee, but it kept pulling back to me. And every step I tried to take still shapes the dirt I break. A broken shovel lay nearby, like it had watched me pass it by. But I don't remember you so still, just something I could almost feel. The air was thick with buried time, like consequence had drawn a line. And everything I tried to deny was staring back without a lie. Nobody there, no final face, just empty earth and hollow space. And yet I knew without a doubt what this was all about. The wind don't speak, but still it knows where every hidden action goes. And every truth I try to bend, just wait for me at the end. There's a grave with my fingerprints I see, and it's been waiting there for me. No alibi, no place to hide, just what I've buried deep inside. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to stay, but nothing ever fades away. And every breath I cannot live still digs what I can't forgive. I knelt down where the earth gave in, like it had always known my sin. Not spoken loud, not carved in stone, but something I had always known. The grave wasn't death, it wasn't end. It was the shape of what we've been. Every truth we choose to spare leaves its fingerprints down there. And in that moment, cold and clear, I understood why I was here. Not as judge or victim, but as the hand that sealed it shut. It ain't the grave, it ain't the dirt, it's every silence that still hurts. Every moment left alive becomes the ground we can't deny. And fingerprints don't wash away, they stay in earth, they stay in clay, till everything we try to hide still shows the truth we can't divide. There's a grave with my fingerprints for me, and it's the only thing I see. And no turning back, no final plea, just what I've done becoming me. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but the grave would not decay. And every breath I tried to keep still belongs 6 feet deep. Now I don't dig, I don't pretend. I stand where everything must end. No past to fix, no truth to mend. Just earth I cannot transcend. And if you ever feel that place where soul remembers every trace, don't touch the ground, don't look to in, or you'll find your fingerprints within. The wind moves on, the night runs thin, but something never wears off skin. And I remain where shadows print, in a grave with my fingerprints. The wind screams loud like the wound